Good morning. In this video, we are going to discuss about the functions of plasma protein. Functions of plasma protein is the important short notes from the hematology. Normal plasma protein level is 6 to 8 gram percentage. Origin of plasma protein. During the embryonic life, the plasma protein originated from the mesenchymal cells of the yolk sac. During the infant period, after the delivery to up to 10 months period is called as the infant period, and child life and adult life, the plasma protein originated from the liver, albumin and fibrinogen from the liver and reticuloendothelial system, alpha and beta globulin from the liver, spleen and bone marrow, gamma globulin from the plasma cells. Plasma cells derived from the beta lymphocytes. Main components of plasma protein: albumin is 4.8 gram percentage. The molecular weight of the albumin is the 69,000. Globulin is the 2.3 grams percentage. The molecular weight is 21,000 to the 50,000. Fibrinogen is the 0.3 gram percentage. The molecular weight is very high, 3,40,000. Normal albumin globulin ratio is 1.5:1. It will alter in hepatic disease and renal diseases. Other physiologically important plasma proteins are prothrombin. It is involved in the coagulation pathway. Protein CS is involved in the fibrinolytic system. Lyse is the fibrin thread for the normal blood flow. And angiotensinogen, it is involved in the blood volume and blood pressure regulation, that is renin angiotensin axis. You will read later in the renal physiology and cardiovascular system. The alpha-1 antitrypsin is important for the elasticity of the lung tissue. This is and complement system, it is play the important role in the immunity. Other blood clotting factors also plasma proteins, and fibrinolytic system already discussed, and lipoprotein, it is carries the cholesterol, HDL, LDL cholesterol carried by the lipoproteins. And transport proteins like transferrin, thyroid binding globulin, cortisol binding globulin, these are important for the transport the hormones and iron. Functions of plasma protein. Most important function is the plasma protein provide the colloid osmotic pressure, that is otherwise called as the oncotic pressure. So it provides the oncotic pressure about 25 millimeter mercury. This is important for prevent the edema formation in the tissue area. So this is one of the important functions of the plasma protein. Plasma protein also important for the maintain the viscosity of the blood. Viscosity means thickness of the blood. It is mainly contributed by the fibrinogen and globulin. Okay. So in the polycythemia, viscosity will increases, it will produces the hypertension. So in the anemic conditions, viscosity will decreases. Next important function of the plasma protein is the suspension stability of the RBC. That means the RBC is uniformly flowed through the in the blood. So that is called as the suspension stability. It is contributed mainly by the fibrinogen and globulin. Next important function of the plasma protein is the fibrinogen and prothrombin play a very important role in the coagulation. The fibrinogen to fibrin is the final step for the coagulation pathway. That fibrinogen to fibrin is formed by the thrombin. The prothrombin is converted to thrombin. The thrombin is converted the fibrinogen to fibrin. So the fibrinogen prothrombin plays a very important role in the coagulation pathway. After form the coagulation, that the coagulation material should be lysed, otherwise it will interrupt the circulation. That is by the fibrinolytic system. The protein CS, these are the plasma proteins, that is helpful for the fibrinolytic system function. And the next function is the gamma globulin from the beta lymphocyte. It is play the important role in the immunity by producing the immunoglobulin. The plasma protein acts as the protein reserve during the fasting and condition like malnutrition. That time this protein is the protein reserve for supply the energy. And the plasma protein is also important for the nourishment, feeding the cell culture. You will read in the microbiology, when you are studying microbiology, cell culture, that is plasma protein is act as the nourishment by utilize the leukocyte for the formation of the tryphone. Tryphone is used for the development of the cell culture. And it is also play the role in the genetic information. For study the population genetics, we can assess from the study the plasma proteins. Other most important function of the plasma protein is that it maintains the acid base balance. It maintains the normal pH around 7.4. So it is act as an important buffer mechanism during the acidic condition and alkaline conditions. So it is act as an important buffer. So maintain the acid base balance, keep the pH range around 7.4. Plasma protein is important for the transport of the vitamins, iron, hormones and copper, hemoglobin, drugs and bilirubin. So it is play the crucial role in the transport function. Another most important functions of the plasma protein is that it affects the erythrocyte sedimentation rate. Mainly fibrinogen and globulin affect the erythrocyte sedimentation rate. ESR is the important prognostic indicator. Prognosis means assess the progression of the disease, whether disease will cure early or it will take long time. Like this, it will assess the progression of the disease. So that is affect the plasma protein affect the ESR. Functions of the plasma protein is the important 5 mark questions routinely asked from the hematology. Main function is that it maintain the osmotic pressure in the blood, that is called as oncotic pressure, that is around 25 millimeter mercury. It is also play the important role in the coagulation pathway, fibrinolytic system and immunity. It is affect the erythrocyte sedimentation rate. It is act as the protein reservoir and helpful for the tryphone formation and carries the genetic information. It is also transport the vitamins, cholesterol, hormones and minerals, copper. So Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, share your friends. Thank you once again.